Hello, and thank you for watching. Because of COVID-19, more people are working from home and running more real-time applications and streaming services on their local networks. We've been asked to put together a demonstration to show you the capabilities of CloudAccess to address high-usage connectivity challenges. Now, this demonstration is going to answer the question, can CloudAccess support the bonding of two 1 gigabit links to deliver 2 gigabits of throughput to a customer's LAN? This is important today when you look at retirement homes, care facilities, MDUs, and essential retail stores all needing more bandwidth, all trying to keep their businesses and communications online using the internet, SIP trunks, etc. Before we dive into our demonstration, let's have a quick rundown of what CloudAccess is and what it does. CloudAccess is an overlay technology that creates a tunnel between a service provider and your customer locations. CloudAccess obfuscates the underlying connectivity, allowing you to sell third-party connectivity with your own IP addresses to be able to provision as much connectivity or bandwidth needed by your customer very quickly. Because we're using an overlay technology, you have the ability to do some traffic handling, watch for high latency and high packet loss, and make traffic decisions based on what the customer experience is like at the time. One of the biggest features of CloudAccess is the ability to fail over from one connection to another connection, or fail traffic from a connection that is misbehaving or connection that has failed entirely to a standby connection, all seamlessly without disrupting the customer's experience. Lastly, we're able to provide bidirectional quality of service that allows a customer to prioritize real-time application traffic over bulk or any other non-essential traffic. Today we're going to show you one of the aspects of our link aggregation functionality, so I'll return to that. Note that all these features, including others not mentioned, can be configured, managed, and monitored through a centralized GUI. Back to our question, can we bond two 1 gigabit connections and deliver 2 gigabits of throughput? We're going to focus on that in this demonstration, but first, let's take it one step further with our value proposition, which is to deliver this at a price point that makes sense for both the service providers and your customer. We'll show you how you can actually bond two 1 gigabit links together to deliver 2 gigs to a customer. Not only can you do this today, on the same day that you're watching this video, but you can also do it on commoditized hardware. Here's our environment. We've got our CloudAccess gateway on the left. That's the hub of the hub and spoke architecture that makes up CloudAccess. This would be hosted by the ISP, and on the right we've got our CloudAccess CPE. This again goes to the customer premise. We're running an i5 and i7 in this case, but we could probably run this demo on an i3 and show you the same results. We want to show you that these two boxes are able to handle over a gigabit throughput of connectivity. Between those devices, we've got two 1 gig connections, and we have wrapped our CloudAccess tunnel on top of those. We've taken that environment and we've actually adapted it slightly to be able to deliver more than a gigabit throughput to the customer's local area network. This is done by configuring one of the USB ports to act as a LAN port and inserting this USB to Ethernet adapter. From here, we hand off from the Ethernet adapter to the customer's LAN. This way we can deliver more than a gigabit throughput as a single stream for this customer. So here we have a quick diagram of what we're looking at. We've got our server on the left and our CPE on the right. We'll explain all this through the demonstration. They're connected by a 2.5 gig connection out of the server. We'll show you that here on this server window. Our product supports an MTU of 1432, so we know immediately we're not going to get 100% of the overall bandwidth, but we're going to come pretty close. Again, here we've got the 2.5 gig link on ETH1. Now we're going to show you on the right side, we have our PuTTY window into our CPE, and we're just going to show you what's over here. We've pre-recorded this video, and in order to splice it in here, I'm just going to speak over what we're doing. We've got this CPE instance. It's got two links on ETH1 and ETH2. It also supports the MTU of 1432, and we're going to run an iPerf test against the server side of the tunnel. We're going to let that run in 5-second intervals for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to show you on the server side our bandwidth monitor. This tool is available on each device. And you'll see that the receive rate is around 1.88, 1.91, 1.85, so fluctuating in and around 90 to 95% of the total possible bandwidth on bonding two 1 gig connections. We'll just let that time out. It's got another 15 seconds or so. We'll see on the PuTTY window of the right, the CPE side, we're showing a bit rate between 1.8, 1.55 at low, and 1.6, hitting about 5% of the total available bandwidth. Now we're going to run that same iPerf test, same 5-second intervals for 60 seconds, but we're going to run it in reverse. Our server bandwidth monitor will show the transfer rate is higher, around 1.87, 1.84, 1.86. We'll let that run through the 60 seconds. Now we'll show you what each of these devices shows for their CPU info. On the left, we have the i5, and on the right, we have the i7. The results. We were able to run two tests, both iPerf, both lasting 60 seconds. We were able to transfer both in the upload and download 12.2 gigs at a maximum bit rate on the download of 1.82 gigs. And on the upload, 1.79. The averages are about the same, 1.75 and 1.74 respectively. To answer our initial question, yes, we can provide a bonded throughput of near 2 gigabits per second using two single gig connections. Why Ethica? Ethica was founded in 2018 by industry veterans who realized that the SD-WAN market was generally made up of players who were looking for enterprise customers. That left both the independent and regional ISPs and their customers largely in the SMB and SMB space without a solution to provide some of the meaningful features of SD-WAN. Better uptime, better use of bandwidth, better clarity and visibility into their network, etc. We built CloudAccess for service providers, and especially those who are independent, by offering no upfront fees, zero commitments, and really simple pricing that allows you to create products that deliver value to your customers. We also provide on-demand marketing, on-demand training, and our promise is that we will always be evolving our technology to meet the demands of your market. We would be more than happy to set this up in your environment and let you run some tests against it. We have a full lab environment test document and all the test procedures built out to make testing easy. Now, if you would like to potentially offer this to some customers or have some customers who have the need and want to try it, you're more than welcome to do so. We appreciate the time is of the essence, which is why we've built our technology in such a way that you can set it up, run a test, and actually deliver it all on the same day. If you're at all interested, please reach out to us by emailing or giving us a call. We'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks for watching.